Rafa, el alcalde de Torrance, California, en el día de los entrenamientos públicos del UFC 157 en vivo por pay-per-view este sábado por la noche. Y la pelea estelar será protagonizada by the woman sitting standing next to me, Carmouche, fighting in the main event, fighting for a UFC title belt. I mean, can you get any better than that?
Not yet. This was the dream of dreams. I'm sure it's going to get better after this, but for right now, this is it.
And you're fighting a woman that basically has been invincible for the last, 6 fights? Ever since she started fighting, there's always a lot of respect between the MMA fighters. Obviously, that doesn't change in the women's division. What are your thoughts about Ronda Rousey?
I do. I respect her not just as an athlete, but as a person. I think she's done a lot of steps for women's MMA that got us into the UFC, so I respect her for that. And I'm just not the type of person that is going to talk a lot of trash, so one way or the other, I'm going to pay my respects to the fighter before, and then in the cage it's different.
Women's MMA has come a long way, and this Saturday night is going to be the next step, you know, the main event of a big pay-per-view card. You have as your responsibility not only to develop the sport, but also, you know, you're going to be an example for girls watching out there who's going to have an idea about being an MMA fighter, and also to develop the sport and make it credible. You know, because even Dana White used to say there's not enough talent pool to make a women's division. Now you're here. Any thought on that about responsibility, pressure about making this a show, making this a credible thing?
It is credible for what it is. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't. And really the pressure is on Ronda Rousey. She's a champion, and as a champion she has to uphold a certain responsibility to maintain that. So really the pressure's on her. I'm just the opponent that got thrown in the mix. But I want to be a role model for young children that are coming up in the sport, so they realize that they can pursue the dreams and it's possible. And the talent pool, there's a depth in the talent pool. It's just a matter of just finding those women.
Is it fun to be the guy, who's the person, the woman who's supposed to be the next Ronda Rousey victim? Or do you take pride on the fact that you could stop that train?
I absolutely take pride in that I'm going to stop that train. Yeah, you bet.
What's your message to all the MMA fans out there who are going to sit on Saturday night at home watching on pay-per-view and are going to see a women's main event? What could we expect?
One, I want to say thank you to the fans. The Liswell Posse is what made me get this fight. Their strong fight on Twitter to Dana White asking for this fight is what got this. So I say thank you to them first and foremost. And then, of course, I say tune into this fight because we're making history, and no other chance. How many people can say that they've ever been involved in history, and his fans can say that their dedication has paid off and they can be involved in that and be emotionally invested? Well,
history will be made this Saturday night. Carmouche and Ronda Rousey fighting for the first ever title. Ronda Rousey got it handed to her. Now you got to fight it in the octagon, the bantamweight division on the women's side. Carmouche and Ronda Rousey. Thank you, Liz. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck. Okay, we'll be rooting for you.